Alright, what's up you guys, it's Adana. So I've been seeing these messages about like, how do you pay for PA school? It's so expensive. And so if you are interested in getting into PA school and you don't know how you're going to pay for it, then this video is for you, because I was in that exact same boat. So I'm going to give you some information and some places you can go to look to see how you're going to fund your PA school career. So let's get into the video right now. What's up you guys, it's Adana. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so as I stated before, this video is for anyone that is actually interested in going to PA school, but you have no idea how you're going to pay for it, okay? I was in this boat. I knew I wanted to be a PA. I knew I wanted to get into PA school, but I had no idea how it was going to be funded. And obviously my story is a little bit different. Only by the grace of God was I able to not only get into PA school, but pay for PA school and not have to take out like a traditional loan. However, that's not the norm. And so I can tell you the usual thing that happens, because somebody was like, this is so expensive, like how do you sponsor it? And really and truly, how it is sponsored or how it's funded is through loans. Now, a loan, you hear debt, right? You know, you're going into debt for your education, and not everybody wants to do that. And that is, understandable, rightfully so. You may not want to get into more debt, and as we continue on in this trajectory in our world, I wouldn't want to get into any more debt either. But you have to kind of look at the pros and cons. So depending on how much your program costs, let's say you are on the lower levels of the cost for PA school, because PA school can be upwards of $150,000 for some of these programs, all in, all inclusive, right? Over the course of the 27 or so months. Let's say you are on the lower side of it, where it's only $30,000, $50,000 for the 27 months, especially because it's a more community college type base PA school, where it's associated with a four-year university and you get to pay in-state tuition and all of those things are kind of falling into your favor. Then a loan might be beneficial for you, and you can do a small loan while you work, because some people do work, depending on if their school is full-time versus part-time, because there are part-time PA schools. And so those are some options for you. You can first and foremost take out a loan, right? Take out a loan, and then you can also do your research and figure out if you can get into or apply to any schools that are part-time PA programs. So you're spending a longer time in school, maybe 3.5 years. However, you're going to be paying less overtime. You're able to kind of spread that money out so that you don't have to come up with that lump sum all at once immediately, right? Another thing that people do is get scholarships. Now, obviously, scholarships are directed either to that program, so you can go on your school's website and see if the university itself has any scholarships for needs-based scholarships or merit-based scholarships. You can apply for those. There's no guarantee with those, but it is an option. And then you can also look at AAPA.org's website. So the AAPA's website has several various different scholarships that you can apply to, and these different scholarships are for different things. There are different criteria that you have to meet to actually meet the requirements, I guess you can say, for those scholarships. But if you look at it and you see that there may be something that speaks to you or speaks to your character or aligns closely with who you are as a person, and it seems like it might be something that you might be able to get, then that is an option. So pay for it on a loan, go to a school that is part-time, or get a scholarship. Another thing is looking for grants. There are so many grants out there. You just have to do the research. And I say this so much, and sometimes it's I feel we get complacent and we don't want to search for things. We don't want to look, we want to kind of be spoon-fed or just offered up on a platter, these various different options. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now with this YouTube video. But at the same time, you still have to kind of go do your part. And so with the grants, there's a lot of research that goes into it. You have to find these grants that will be able to help you out on your PA career and your PA path, and that you're eligible for. And that's not always easy, but it is an option. Another thing is something that I've mentioned many times before, and it's doing these kind of it's almost like a buyback type of situation, right? Like you, or kind of like a military based situation where you do, they pay for your school, like the National Health Corps. They pay for your schooling, and then you give them back time, and you pay for, like, you kind of repay them with your time. And that I know several people already that has gone through that program and are now essentially like debt free when it comes to PA school. I don't know what their undergrad situation is looking like, but you know, to not owe $100,000, that is actually like a pretty big deal. So those are my little kind of like tidbit tips for you guys on what you can do and where you can go. I would search, like, you know, healthcare scholarships or scholarships for PAs in Google. That will help you out. You can go to APA.org, like I said, the APA website, to see exactly what scholarships they have through their various different societies that you might qualify for. Of course, taking a loan is always an option, and then you can research any grants that they may have for healthcare providers, or go to some of these programs where if you work in an underserved area, or if you pledge to work in an underserved area, then you can have your schooling, your payment repaid. And then also, like, you can just get the loan or whatever it is that you're doing, and then work, you know, get into PA school, go through PA school, and then literally work for a company that will pay back your loans. There are several companies and several different programs that will actually like loan repayment programs for you, that will help with that, especially if you're working in underserved areas. Okay, so hopefully this is helpful. It only encourages you guys and not discourages you from applying to PA school, and just really any other school in general. If you are going to be working in like a service area, I guess you can say, a service type career, then there are options for you to get your school paid for, your schooling paid for. So you just kind of have to search it out. Okay, all right, if you guys have any other questions for me, leave in the comment section below. Guys, remember, CASPA is opening up in like a few days, like less than 2 weeks, I would say. And so if you are gearing up for CASPA, stay tuned, because I do have some like quick like tips for you guys throughout the week, but also I have some stuff for like GRE prep if you're interested in that. So just stay tuned to my channel for that. Follow me on Instagram at AdannaThePA, and on Instagram at Get That C University. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys next time.